Since the dawn of time, man has been drawn to the water in small boats, for simple transportation, hunting or fishing, or just for fun. Today, while plastic and fiberglass are popular, there's nothing quite like the classic look, feel, and lore of the wooden canoe. The Wooden Canoe Heritage Association, or WCHA, is a nonprofit membership organization devoted to preserving, restoring, building, studying, and of course using wooden canoes. With nearly 2,000 members and many local chapters, this group brings together the full range of people interested in wooden canoes: historical researchers, amateur and professional builders and restorers, and paddlers of all ages and all skill levels, all with a common goal: spreading information about our canoeing heritage throughout the world. WCHA publishes a bi-monthly journal, Wooden Canoe, with building and restoration techniques and reports on current events in the wooden canoe community. It also contributes significantly to the understanding of the history of wooden and birch bark canoes and their early builders.
The journal is one of the few places that I've seen where you can go and find information about old canoes, about their manufacture, about why they were important, about the pricing, how they were made, the materials that were used, and the kinds of people that used them, and why the changes were made in the canoes.
And of course, as the journal of the WCHA, Wooden Canoe has stories of the individual members and their boats.
People tell the stories of their own canoes, so that these histories get told over and over again. There's first the history of the canoe when it was first made, and then the history of the people who used that canoe and what they do with it today. These are things that some of them are over 100 years old and they're still being used, so they're not pieces that are in museums. These are still parts of people's lives.
Even though association members are interested in old techniques, designs, and materials, we take full advantage of modern technology. Our website at www.wcha.org generates about 10,000 hits daily. The Wooden Canoe Heritage Association website provides instant access to an online store with canoe-related books, videos, and guides, reprints of early canoe catalogs, association merchandise, and back issues of Wooden Canoe Journal. Our Builders Directory contains over 250 professional builders and folks who offer canoe-related goods and services. By far, the most popular feature of the website is the forum, where members exchange information about wooden canoe construction, restoration, history, current events, and issues. Both beginners and professionals can learn a lot.
The professional builder might give an advice or correct an historical question or answer an historical question or the age of a certain canoe. But in the same time, he's also getting a lot of things back from that member. Keep in mind that there might be 3,000 members with 3,000 canoes. And a lot of those members have an intimate knowledge of their canoe specifically. So they also help the professional builder by pointing out small details you might otherwise miss. So it's a two-way street.
Many first-time builders and restorers receive guidance and encouragement on the association's web forum.
When I got this canoe and I took it apart and I saw where the rot was and the broken ribs, and I'm gonna have to bend ribs and do it, I'll tell you, the fear factor went way up. I went to a Google search on the internet and came up with the Wooden Canoe Heritage Association. And what I found on there was a lot of expertise on precisely how to restore a canoe. Actually, this is a Wooden Canoe Heritage Association canoe because it's really the effort. I did the muscle work, but all the brain work was really done by, probably 30 people on that forum.
Historians on the forum also help members with difficult canoe identification questions.
The short answer is we can get a pretty good shot at identifying a canoe from a serial number if we have a complete and accurate serial number to work from. The information on a record consists of when it was shipped, where it was shipped, specific details about how it was constructed, the color, the types of woods that were used for the ribs, the planking, the thwarts, the seats, the rails, the individual builders who worked on the canoe at different stages, and the dates when those were done.
If there ever was a summer camp for folks interested in wooden canoes and paddling, the annual Wooden Canoe Heritage Association Assembly is it. 4 fun-packed days of canoe-related workshops, demonstrations, and hands-on building seminars guided by master professionals.
And a lot of times the old ribs.
At Cedar City, hundreds of new and antique wooden canoes are on display, along with canoe accessories and products. This is paradise for canoe enthusiasts. Need some help identifying your old canoe? Want to know how to bend a rib or replace your canvas? You've come to the right place.
I'm having a great time here at Assembly. I came up with my skin-on-frame kayak, expecting to be the only one, but found several others. Just wandering among these gorgeous canoes has really been an inspiration. People have been very friendly and willing to share their knowledge.
Some of the best paddlers in the country offer instructional workshops and seminars to eager learners. And everyone gets the chance to practice their new paddling or sailing skills. There's something for the whole family. Enjoy arts and crafts, campfire cooking, paddle making, camping skills, nature walks, even a ladies' tea.
Pass it on to you now.
And the Saturday paddle by and salute is a sight to behold. Of course, there is time for renewing old friendships and making new ones, or for quiet reflection. Building or restoring wooden canoes is only one step in preserving this important part of our collective heritage. The Wooden Canoe Heritage Association is in the forefront of supporting research and documentation of historic craft and the early builders of fine wooden boats. A couple of examples. In the late 1990s, the association supported an effort to reproduce all of the build records of the Old Town, Carlton, and Kennebec companies into a usable and permanent format.
Certainly the value of having an archive of the records is the ability to preserve this information so that if some unfortunate event were to deprive us of the original paper records, that they are all scanned into a digital format and those are in turn distributed, so that we do not risk losing them.
The Canadian Canoe Museum has one of the largest collections of historic canoes, dugouts, and kayaks in the world. The association provided a grant to devise a non-destructive photographic scanning method for measuring and documenting these fragile and valuable old craft.
The actual documentation that we can do with the scanner is, I think, fair to say, far superior to anything we can do by hand. It takes much less time, it's much more accurate, and so we're very thankful that the Wooden Canoe Heritage Association was prepared to help us with that. This is a first, I believe, in the world for this kind of thing, and we use it as part of our documentation now for all craft coming in here.
Whether it's through the love of history, the graceful beauty of the craft, or the joy of wood on water, if wooden canoes touch your heart, we invite you to join us. For more information about the Wooden Canoe Heritage Association, contact us at Box 117, Tamworth, New Hampshire 03886, or on the web at www.wcha.org. Happy paddling!